going out there and banging. I believe we are ready for our main event, fellas. This card has kind of flown by personally. I feel like we've just been blowing through these matchups. There've been quite a few knockouts, quite a few finishes. And make sure you guys stick around after our main event so you can vote on who's going to get the KO of the night, who gets fight of the night, who gets all that good stuff. We're going to leave it in your hands, so please do not lead us astray as we get ready for our main event. PapaDoc versus Yerda. What do you have for us on our main event competitors, Chris?
Yeah, so we have PapaDoc, who is sitting at 5-3. Like you said, he is ranked number 2 right now. He has elite grappling. He controls the pace, and he can end the fight anywhere. He has some of the best head kicks in the game and some of the best head kick timing in the game. And he's going up against Yerda, who is 4-1 and is ranked number 1. He's EPF Supreme. He has good head movement, and he is a pressure fighter. So we're going to see, is it going to be patience or is it going to be pressure that reigns supreme in this fight here?
Here we go. Hopefully these guys don't start off too fast, because again, this is a 5-round fight. You don't want to start off too fast. This is a smart thing to do. PapaDoc is a vet. PapaDoc, he's had his crack at the ESFL belt, and I believe he's trying to get it again. But the smart thing to do is to take it to the ground and get, those early rounds. Even though you're using strikers, the chances of you getting, rocked and knocked down on the feet is pretty high. But if you're on top, there's not too much the bottom guy can do, especially Jan. Jan doesn't have no type of submissions or, then he grounds and pound, goes crazy, and the fight gets stood back up to the feet.
Yeah, but to your point, Paradox, it is a smart move to try and get this fight to the ground early, because these guys are evenly matched. Obviously, they're both Fyodor Jan, but that's a great way to put yourself ahead, either on the scorecards, in the stamina department, in the head health department. There are a lot of ways that you can put yourself ahead of this fight if you just take it to the ground and do some damage from the top. But as you mentioned, he tried to do a little too much damage, and that's what got it back to the feet, where Yerda's able to get some of this action going right now, as PapaDoc gets a good knee in the clinch to the head right there. For those, just to clarify, Yerda is Jan in the red, PapaDoc is Jan in the black shorts and the blue gloves. So just to get things a little straightened out, these mirror matches get a little confusing sometimes, I know.
Ooh.
if
he didn't pull that was a rock. That was 100% a rock.
Yeah, and it's like I said before this fight even started, PapaDoc has some of the best head kick timing in the game. Him and Goat are like neck and neck in terms of getting head kicks, man. I mean, I fought against both of these guys a lot, and they've caught me with head kicks a lot. So Yerda needs to be aware of his spacing. He does not want to throw strikes at an improper range, because PapaDoc will fire off that head kick, and he will put you to sleep after he does. So he needs to be very careful. As we see, Yerda's getting in some good combinations here. He's chipping away at that block of PapaDoc, but PapaDoc is trying to answer. He's trying to stay patient. He's looking for an opportunity to rock Yerda here, but Yerda's not really giving him too much right now. He's just touching him. He's touching him. He's getting some good solid damage in. He's putting the pressure on him. And PapaDoc's stamina is slowly starting to drain here, but he does have him in a good position here in the clinch, backs him up to the cage. And so far, this fight is very, very fast-paced, and I honestly don't think it's going to slow down anytime soon.
Yeah, which God help those stamina bars. But one thing I've noticed about PapaDoc, specifically with his head kicks, he does a really good job of lulling guys to sleep. He'll let you get into your rhythm of going in and out of range, backing up, coming forward, backing up, coming forward. And then just eventually, he'll just pop one of those head kicks in whenever you're trying to come forward or whenever you're trying to back out. So Yerda's got to be careful of drifting in and out of range, because he can and will get caught if he gets too complacent with that. But a good job there to deny that takedown. Now he's got PapaDoc up against the fence. Gets a good knee on the break there, but Doc blocks it, but that shreds the block. And now Doc has to get that head movement going. Does a good job pulling back and then ripping to the body to end the round there. It's a pretty solid round through 5, fellas. What y'all got?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I'd say Yerda won that round, but I'm going to be honest, with how this fight is going, if it continues going this way that I'm seeing, Yerda keeps on, the second PapaDoc gets even close to his pocket, you'll see it next round. Yerda gets a firing off a combination, and I don't know if PapaDoc picked up on that, but he can use that to his advantage to, time a head kick or even time a body kick. But you guys will see this round. Watch, as PapaDoc enters his pocket, he'll immediately fire off a combination or a punch, period.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's a very smart read. And I can tell you what, if me and Pryor are noticing that, then PapaDoc is also noticing that. And look, he gets a beautiful rock, tries to rip to the body there. He went body, and then mixed it up to the head. But luckily, Yerda was blocking his head, so he didn't take much damage there. But now look, You know PapaDoc can take you down. He did it at the very beginning of the first round, and now he's got a beautiful head rock in. So now Yerda has to start respecting PapaDoc's stand-up, which is going to open up the grappling opportunities for PapaDoc as he's pressuring him here. Now he kind of lets him out. He knows that he does not want to be standing in the pocket with a Piotr Jan because you are playing a very, very dangerous game. So he backs up, tries to maintain the space here. He clinches him up. Now Yerda clinches him up. Now is he going to go for some knees? Nope. Yerda's just clinches him 3 times and really just didn't do anything, which is kind of funny there, but maybe he was just trying to control him. But so far, so good for PapaDoc here in the second round.
And to me, it's just confusing him, you know? You'll never see the third one coming. But just trying to get some damage off there in the pocket. Yeah, PapaDoc said be careful throwing those kicks from in close like that because Yerda was trying to take advantage of that. But PapaDoc does what PapaDoc does. He sees some danger in the pocket, so he takes the fight to the ground, mixes things up. Listen, everybody at this level is just so good at mixing their martial arts and bringing all of their skills and facets of the game together. But PapaDoc, I feel like, does such a fantastic job of seeing the opportunities for takedowns show themselves and then, you know, not letting those go to waste. He's trying to get the posture up to do some damage, but Yerda's doing a good job of keeping him here in that guard. You know, jiu-jitsu class, this is just position 1 drills, man. But PapaDoc does a good job to get back up to the posture up, does a couple of shots, and just comes right back down, just hanging out, trying not to go too crazy, making sure he keeps control. But Yerda does a great job to flip him over. Now he's on top in the half guard, but PapaDoc does a good job getting back into the full guard right now.
Oh my, he just gave him that back.
I think he caught him going for a fake there and then just continued to go for it.
Yeah. That 100% had to be.
Yep, 100%. That's exactly what happened. And for those of you guys that don't know what happened right there, Yerda tried to go for a fake and PapaDoc went for a transition. And if you get caught in that animation, it's going to give the bottom fighter the transition and you're not going to be able to block it. So great read by PapaDoc. And now he's in a dominant position on top.
And from the beginning of round 1, really, PapaDoc has really focused the body health. And to be in a position where he's at now, it's only 30 seconds left, right? 30 seconds left. I'll take this. And this even makes it worse. He's literally about to take... hello? Why did he do that? Hello? He was better off just sitting there punching the body for the next... until the ref stood him up. Now he's not going to do any damage here having his back.
No, I 100%.
His body health is already low. And, you know what I mean? Now he's... I don't know the thought process behind that. He's fought a pretty clean fight here because I noticed he's really attacking that body. And, you know, like I said, stamina is key. But right there, the question is why exactly did he, you know, transition over to backside instead of keeping the sprawl and just punching the body? And those body punches do damage. They do damage to the body health.
They do. I mean, you're asking the same question I am right now because, like you said, 30 seconds left in the round. I would just be hanging out down there doing as much damage to that body as I could until we either get stood up or the bell rings. Either one's fine with me.
But round 3, as you see here, the stamina isn't too bad for both fighters, surprisingly. But look at the head health. Oh my goodness, get out the pocket, brother.
Yeah, I was about to say. Go ahead, Crooks.
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, you could tell it's starting to become. You're starting to see the separation happen here between PapaDoc and Yerda. Look, PapaDoc starting to control, like we said, he knows how to control the pace. So he's doing a good job of controlling where the exchanges are happening and how the exchanges are happening here. Look at that. He used the clinch to not only circle Yerda around, but put him in a spot where he wanted him at up against the cage. So now if he gets in any trouble or if he wants to, he can shoot for that double leg bell and he'll immediately push Yerda up against that cage. But Yerda's able to do a good job of pushing PapaDoc back to the center of the cage. But like it is here, look, it's pocket fighting 101. And with Jan, anything can happen here. As we see right there, PapaDoc was able to get a rock, and now we are up against the cage. What is PapaDoc going to do here? He tries to go for that side shuttle throw, but that's not happening. Yerda said, yeah, bro, I've seen this too many times. I'm not going to let this happen to me again. PapaDoc is really starting to take over this fight here.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were saying, the difference is starting to show itself, you know? I mean, Yerda's putting on a good fight, but you're really starting to see just how good PapaDoc is in a performance like this. That was a great pull right there, and he could have really shut me up just on the spot. Jesus Christ. Like that.
Is that it? Hello?
No, he's fucking beautiful job by to get PapaDoc just rolled over. Great. Good fight. Wow. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Good things happen. Brain scrambling.
The sequence. Oh man, that fight went from 0 to 100, back to 0, then back to 100. Like, bruh, bruh. And that's how quick. Like Crook said, just one, just one. Oh my goodness.
You gotta wonder if he wasn't rocked, how much damage would that elbow have just done? Because that looked filthy.
Now this is the oh my goodness.
Oh my God, they're both rocked.
What I've noticed about PapaDoc, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but he has completely turned into wanting to punch his opponent's head. He's no longer went to the body this round. Everything is straight to the head. And he's giving his opponent the opportunity to get counters versus going to the body, just continue playing that slow-paced game, you know? He obviously has the advantage on head off. We're getting Rock here, though. And again, tries to throw a block-breaking combination. It's the third round going into the fourth. You know you have the head off advantage. You no longer have a stamina advantage. How about you try to work the body up? If he was to be working the body this round, I honestly believe the fight would be over. And if you go back and watch this, I promise, he has not thrown one body shot this round.
I don't think he has either. But even if the fight wouldn't be over, it would definitely look a lot different, right? If he was working the body more just to get himself that stamina advantage. I don't think Yerda would have had the rock that he did if Doc was being more efficient with his stamina. But efficient or not, he's throwing hands, and Yerda's catching it. I mean, we're going into the championship rounds here, people. Everybody get live in the chat, man. We are in round 4 of our main event, PapaDoc versus Yerda. And just when we thought this thing was looking like one-way traffic, Yerda's really starting to get back on his horse and try to make some things happen. But that's another rock, and now he's going back to the body. He heard you cry.
He had to have heard me because he immediately went to the body health. I mean, like I said, the body is key. The health is key. You headhunt, and that puts you in position to get countered. And getting countered by PL9 is oh my goodness.
Yeah, he needs PapaDoc needs to be very, very careful here though, because if he is ripping to the body, all it's really gonna take is one uppercut because his stamina. Look at that stamina. Look at the stamina deficit right now. If PapaDoc gets caught with an uppercut going to that body, I promise you, he will get rocked, and he will probably be in a fight-ending situation. But PapaDoc's doing a good job of just throwing stuff out there to keep Yerda at bay. Like, hey, you know what? You're not gonna walk me down, even though you got a stamina advantage. He shoots for a takedown, but Yerda late denies, gets the roll right there. Yerda needs to be very, very careful, but at the same time, so does PapaDoc, because one full counter might be the end of the fight here for PapaDoc. But overall, they might not be fighting the smartest fight, but man, is it entertaining.
Absolutely. We're in that situation right now where, oh my goodness, he's trying to finish it right now.
2 knees to the body. 2 knees to the body. Oh, he throws both to the head. Probably going to throw the uppercut at the end. But see, he gave those 2 knees away. He could have threw the 2 knees to the body. I know I'm sound like beating a dead horse, but bro, the body is there. It's there, man.
But that's the thing, Pride. We're in that stage in the fight, right, where neither fighter has a lot of stamina. Neither fighter has a lot of head health. Both fighters have a lot of power.
Head movement.
Yeah,
head movement.
PapaDoc.
Oh my
goodness. Yerda, are you about to do this?
Just like that, it's over.
Just like I
told. Oh my
God!
Wow!
This is what I was saying. I told you guys that PapaDoc
you have to be careful, man.
Wow, I need the replay stat. What? Wow, like we were saying, PapaDoc needed to be careful. Both guys needed to be careful. Nobody by any means was pulling too far away in that fight. We thought that PapaDoc was starting to show, the difference in skill. We thought that PapaDoc was really just starting to make one-way traffic. We thought the snowball was rolling downhill. But Yerda shows that, man, if you keep fighting, you keep moving your head, you keep marching forward, then some